Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off Track, your newest destination for all things F1. And not only that, it is going to be your favourite F1 podcast.
Every race weekend, we'll be bringing you our hot takes from the track, from drivers, teams, the drama.
And not only that, we must and will always talk about F1 fashion.
From race results to paddock fits, everything on and off the track. Let's get started.
All right, let's start off by introducing ourselves. First and foremost,
Seb Melrose, race car driver and TV personality.
Sam Regan, talent manager to the lovely Dre and Seb.
this is the boss.
F1 enthusiast. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Liv Blankson, F1 and fashion content creator and motorsport accessories brand owner.
And obviously myself here, I'm the host, Andre Dixon. Man of the people, F1 fan, NFL fan, all that stuff. You see me all around the place. But enough about me. Let's start talking about the first race. We've been waiting for such a long time. I want to know the most important question. Who stayed up to watch the race live?
Stayed up or woke up?
Oh.
I didn't do either.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't do either. Highlights are perfectly fine for me.
I tried to stay up, but then I napped for like 2 hours and set my alarm.
Nah, that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, as in like I stayed up till like 1, had a power nap, then woke up again at 4.
That's
There we
fair
go.
enough.
At 4.
Yeah,
At 4 to watch it.
yeah, and
Yes, sorry, I did receive a text message
Thank
from
you.
some crazy nut in the middle of the night
Wow.
saying, "Oh, this race is great." I was like, "I can't look at
He
you."
texted me
Yeah,
back
no.
at 10 being like, I'm watching it now. I'm like,
No, I got up at 6.
That's
Had it on
fair.
record and then just didn't touch my phone or look at anything until I'd fully watched it. I didn't speak to you. I was too scared to speak to you.
That's good
no.
going.
But I must say this, right? Because Sam is the spoiler. Spoiler alert, I call her. She's got it underneath my phone. Because there's several times that Sam has ruined the race for me, or the result of it, or the outcome of what happened after. Last time there was a disqualification for my boys last year, but Sam broke it before Sky or anyone else did.
This is why I just accept defeat. I accept defeat at the start. And I'm just like, you know what? I know I'm going to find out before I want to, so I'm just going to let it run. And then I'll
I'm
go
that
back to
person
it.
that loves to deliver the news first. You're like, the Queen's died, I'll tell everyone.
Oh, she's dead.
Just sitting there just waiting for me. The message was just waiting to tell me for sure. Right, okay. Just first initial reactions. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. It was a lot better than I actually thought it was going to be, especially like the start of it.
Right. The first 22 laps.
First lap even.
Really? Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, a lot happened in that first lap. A lot of places were changed. Like it was, you were on the edge of your seat.
a lot happened before that as well. Oscar.
What was your view about it? We've got a lot to say. I'm very
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I know you do. I really enjoyed it, but I just enjoy watching racing anyway. But I feel like I expected it to be worse maybe than it was,
Right.
and I don't know if it was like an adrenaline thing, but I texted you saying that was so good. So I was a fan.
I was actually expecting more carnage, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought as soon as Piastri hit the wall in the warm-up, I thought, oh, this is going to be an interesting race. It ended up not as interesting as I thought it was going to be.
Didn't you feel sorry for those people? Like all those.
I felt so bad.
He had a stand,
The
didn't he?
Australian
Yeah,
fan,
yeah.
I feel like Lando does at Silverstone, yeah.
But that's what they call it. They call it the Australian, what is it, curse? The Aussie curse or something like that.
Yes.
That's a thing. And he's...
I didn't believe it before.
No, but that's...
But I
that's
believe
real.
it now.
It is real.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, for
It
sure.
just didn't make sense. He was like on the way to the grid. Like
I know.
that
Well,
is
that's
bad
It
luck.
was like the recon lap.
Yeah, but you know what? It's actually a very common thing. I spun up on the way to the grid once. It's
Really?
Just cold tires are a nightmare, and because obviously that first lap to the grid, like you are testing your car out. I don't know if McLaren maybe did some technical changes that Piastri had to find the limits of the car. But doing that with cold tires is a nightmare. And those curbs with like a new car setup, you never know what's going to happen.
It
So
sounded a bit clunky though. Even before that happened, something didn't quite sound right with the car.
didn't? Yeah.
I was quite disappointed that he wasn't able to, race at least one lap. The only lap that he got was when he was waving to the fans on the mini cars. And I felt sorry for them because obviously there's so many people.
Yeah.
Don't ban me, McLaren.
That's tough.
But I felt sorry for them because everyone was just like, imagine that happening with Lando at Silverstone.
Yeah.
Everyone would be
That's
absolutely
sad.
devastated. Or Lewis at Silverstone.
I was gonna say
People
that.
be, Lando first of all.
Of course, he says Lando.
Yeah.
Change.
Hey, I was just glad that my boy Arvid, he got a solid first.
It was-
start. He
it was
So
good.
good.
It was good.
He's
but
a boy.
you know what? Like my view on the race in general, like I don't mean to be a little bit of a killjoy, but I think it was like for me it's 50-50 enjoyment, 50%.
That's what I agree.
I was like, like this is good. This could actually be really, really good.
Yeah.
Really exciting. But then I realized what was happening here.
Yeah.
And then it became like, I'm going to pass you because of the new regs. And then, I've run out of battery, so you're going to pass me. And so there has been, obviously, without going into it all, because there's other places you can watch all of the finer details of F1. But like, there has been a bit of a backlash from some of the fans who have been, don't like the new regulations, want changes, want actual passes, because I think F1 put out that there was over 140 something passes, and compared to last year where there was like just over 40 or 45 or something like that. But how many moves stuck?
Yeah, well, I don't think the passes were too much to do with the racing. Like you said, I think it was like mainly to do with battery stuff.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be F1. F1 should be how much can you push your car for the grip? Like, what's the limit of the race car? What's the limit of the battery? So I think that's one of the arguments of like, right, should the regulation dial down the whole battery situation? And they're talking about that, like, apparently in like 3 races' time, they're going to be changing that, potentially changing the regulations already, which I think is mad.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could happen. I think on the other hand of things, because I'm trying to be sunny side up as well, is that we've waited for such a long time, especially if I can only talk about myself, who's literally been counting down on the social media every single day for the races to come back. And I think, you know what, to be honest, let me give them time to figure it out. Some of it is because some people complaining and saying it's artificial, it's not real racing.
Yeah.
It's more chess than anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not driving 200 miles an
yeah.
hour at any time. So therefore, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens in the future for the rest of the season.
Yeah. The drivers have way more to think about now. That's for sure.
Too much.
Yeah, potentially.
See, I'm flip-flopping. I'm trying to look after you fans from all different sides. The people that hate it, the people that love it, all different sides. There definitely is.
I don't want to be that, again, the killjoy, but let's just bring back the V12.
No, don't
Come
do
on,
that.
man. Doesn't matter.
He's trying to get you on side, old school F1 fans. He's trying to get you.
But that's me. That is me. I'm just like, old school F1. Old school F1.
Okay, just because there's a lot of people who are new to the sport.
Yeah.
And it's their first season properly to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I got into it last year because of Lando and solely because of him. So.
I like Lando too. I can't complain.
Oh my God, the comments are going to be Right. So tell people, like, a lot of people refer to the old engines. What do you love about it?
The noise, first and foremost. Yeah. I talk about what do I love about the old F1.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The raw noise and the raw racing. There was like not a lot
What the engines in particular?
Engine in particular, just the noise and the smell was so different. It was insane. And there was drama, but the bad part about F1 back in the day was when there was drama, it was bad drama.
Okay.
It was like cars going on fire, like exploding on pit lane. You don't really want to see that. There'll be some fans and viewers out there that want to see that stuff. Personally, I don't want to see that because it's too close to home.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah, fair.
But I can see why it would cause views and stirs and whatnot.
Where do you stand? Just quickly before we move on.
It's funny when you were saying about the drivers have more to think about.
Yeah.
I actually think that was Lando's issue this weekend. Because when you looked at it, the car was fast. Like we saw that with Oscar in qualifying and practice.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is a case of there's so much to do now.
Yeah.
It'd be nicer to have a more even race for people, even keel across the
What,
teams.
does that mean you're with me on the 50-50? Are you on the bench?
Yeah.
I'll sit on that.
Are you on the
fence?
fence?
I'll sit on that fence.
There's 2 of us, 3 of us sitting on this fence?
Yes, I think give the drivers time to figure the cars out.
Okay.
That's what it is. The cars are learning, the drivers are learning. Give them time. Don't be changing regulations already, or you're just going to be catching your tail or chasing your tail, isn't it? Catching it or chasing it?
Chasing
What are you doing?
We'll chase it.
Depends who's in pole position,
It's
I
because
guess.
you're
Innit?
used to catching tail. That's the issue.
Okay, maybe I'm used to that.
Liv, where do you
Very off
stand
track.
on it? Like, are you in or out at the moment? If you had to make or you're gonna sit on the fence with me?
I'm never going to be out because it's racing and I love watching
No,
it.
but there's a lot of people who are out.
I mean, yeah.
I'm looking after those people who
I
are
had
very
some
angry.
Yeah, I had some messages saying they are angry, but I feel like it's exciting to watch either way. I think just watching something develop, like it's been such a big change, and seeing the midfield and even the back of the field being competitive is fun. Because I feel like for years we've just had one or two teams dominant. So like it's nice to have them all battling.
I don't agree that they're all battling though. I think there's teething problems. I think there's only like 4 teams in the rat race this season.
Go on.
Well, you've got your Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari. Who have I said? Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari,
That'd be Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah, but Racing Bulls.
What, for the championship? Not that I'm saying they're not.
No, I'm just saying like they're
They're
performing.
there, they're there, but I
Performing,
think
but I think top of the middle.
it's not an even field though. It's not an even field. That's the thing. That I think that's what we should be discussing is the quality of the whole field as general.
Yeah,
You know,
but
it's like-
I would say that it's better to have 4 than just 2. So if you've got 4
Yeah.
people that could possibly win a race at any time, then I would take that.
Or just
Now,
one, like we
yeah.
had for years.
Which is, because I literally was thinking, full disclosure, of the show of the weekend, and I was just like, I was going to start introducing and say, all right, okay, well, the season's over, everyone, and George Russell will be winning every single race by a fine margin, but it wasn't like that because Ferrari represented.
Yes.
And you know what, again, you know who I normally represent, but you know what, my hopes this season at the moment, until my boys figure out what's happening, is going to be in red. Because we can't have just George Russell running away with it.
So you're just fickle. You just follow who's winning. But
I want a battle.
McLaren on at the front, so you're like Ferrari.
No. I still am representing my peeps. However, I just think that at the end of the day, they're behind in figuring out the engine and how it's working. Ferrari took me by surprise.
But
Yeah.
McLaren did this a couple of years ago, didn't they? And then look what they did.
Yeah, when
Came out of the
they
woodwork
figure
and-
out, I'll be back there.
Yeah,
to-
you
to-
will.
to-
You'll
I
be
was I was wrong about George. I wasn't expecting George to be up
Yeah,
there.
you as a
Until
you
I
was out.
watched the pre-race like interviews and everyone's like predicting George. The drivers are predicting George to be the champ, and I was like, okay, I think I'm wrong.
Right,
They know.
you're a racer, right? Okay, you're a driver. So that troubled me when people did that.
Yeah.
Because if let's move it to another sport. If Liverpool or Man United or whatever said against Arsenal, like, I don't know if we're going to get anything today before the
I
the
know what you're
match
saying.
started.
Yeah.
I'm not having that.
No, I know, but Formula One. But I think that's what the drivers.
I
are
need you to
struggling
lie
with.
to me.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't. I will.
No, as a
but
driver, I need in interviews.
As a driver, you know who the competitive drivers and teams are going to be.
Okay.
And it's just you just got to be realistic. You know, it's like you are hoping that you can win the race, but you know you're going to be on the back foot. You just do. You know what teams are going to be winning, and you know what drivers are going to be winning, and that's just it. You know, when you go into qualifying or practice, if something's wrong with your car, you know going into the race it's going to be tough. That's just the harsh reality of racing and F1 in general, especially in F1.
Let's go to the brightest spark in the whole of the race. It has to be the person wearing your
Yes.
colours.
He was
Arvid
bollocks.
Lindblad.
Yeah, claps.
We all need to applaud him because you know what? I must say this. I knew the boy was good. I heard the boy was good.
Yeah.
We met him beforehand, but I didn't know you were that good. Sam, tell me.
I think he's just come to it as, you're the rookie. You're the rookie of this season, but he's not really. He won everything beforehand, right? That he was in.
Yeah.
He was so good in F2.
And I just think he's just come and he's focused.
Yeah.
The kid hasn't even got a driving license.
He's put
Yeah,
the
yeah.
work in. He's put the work in.
His mum
Yes.
still drops him off to the track. So what was your view of his debut? Like, the boy was battling Max. He was like, Max, you ain't passing.
I mean, he's just so chill. He's so relaxed. Like he took it in a stride and just really showed how good he is. I think. Like some of the, do you know what? I think he kind of maybe had a bit of an advantage because the other drivers are so used to the older cars, and like he kind of went in with the new regs and had a bit of a fresher mind, I guess. So in a way,
A younger mind.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
But he could have had more of an advantage because he didn't have to like unlearn, whereas the others had to unlearn so much and like so much of their driving style. So I don't know. Either way, he did great. I'm not just saying it was because of that.
So he could be the first roadman, full
Listen,
stop,
I think
to win.
He's going to be huge on and off track because I know I've said it to you. I'm right. I know I said it to you before, but their socials, him and Liam,
Yes.
is unbelievable. It's unmatched. Like,
But
he's
how are
got
you going to feel if you're Liam,
personality.
though?
I think Liam's cock enough to hold his own.
Yeah.
He's
Do
just
you not
not-
feel like
Liam's
would
feeling
you be? Look,
Let's be real.
again, Liam's more than capable, a very good driver. But like, if you were sitting, well, I'm also you. If you were sitting
Stop
there
pointing
in,
at me, man.
you're the only one who can
I have
actually.
never driven an F1 car. I'm not
No,
qualified.
you're a racer. And you've driven on a track, so therefore you're the most qualified
Right, okay,
person.
let me see if I can answer this.
So
Right,
if let's say for example that was Sam's your teammate,
Yeah.
and then she beat your ass
You're
the
livid.
first time,
You're
then
sick.
how are you feeling?
especially if you've been a season ahead.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
you
with everything that he's been through.
and everything he's been through. Thing is, though, like Liam is a dark horse, and he came into the sport kind of a dark horse. Remember what all the news was like? Oh, you know, this humble, I won't say kid, but he's not really a kid, is he? How old is he, Liam?
18?
Is he?
18,
He's older
19?
than that.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, Arvid's 18.
Arvid.
He's about 24.
He's 20. Yeah, he's in his.
Yeah,
20s.
so
Yeah.
like he came into the sport like, you know, kind of with the mindset that he doesn't. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying not to shit on him
Fine.
because
I think he's had his ego bruised a little bit. It's coming
From this
in.
season
Yeah.
or from this race?
from last season.
Okay.
yeah, last season.
obviously he's
Getting
got wounds to heal.
demoted, but not actually demoted.
Yeah, but that's not
because he
really his.
actually
But
did better.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
count that. I don't think any like reasonable person
Yeah,
counts
but remember,
that.
everyone
No,
like
but
branded him.
it would hurt. It would bruise your ego.
Yeah.
Because
Oh god, I felt it when I
essentially-
saw Drive to Survive. I
Yeah.
literally when you saw him have to switch his shirt over
straight away
Oh,
or mid
that was
episode
like, mate.
or-
I, honestly, when I see you, Liam, next, I'm gonna give you a massive hug. Understand what it's for, so you don't think I'm weird because I needed to hug him then, and I'm so glad
He's
that,
probably
that
over it
one
now.
of his team hugged him straight away.
No, he won't be over it. That's going to stick with him. That will
Yeah.
stick with him.
But
And
he's doing better.
He is doing better, but he's doing better
He's on to
because he's
better
got
things.
a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, but he's got a chip on his shoulder with Red Bull. 100%, he can't not.
Yeah.
I would. I'd be.
But would
fuming.
you be worried if you was him?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
that would
yeah,
get your attention. Maybe not worried.
but-
You're still happy
No,
for the
no,
guy.
you're worried. You're worried. You're stressed.
Are you like, oh Jesus,
You're
I
like,
need to
"Oh,
step
no."
up.
Yeah, because the thing is, as a driver, it's like if you're like driver number one, essentially that Liam probably was going into
Yeah.
the season, then get beat by the number two.
Yeah.
The number two is you're gonna think, and whether or not this happens in racing bulls, the number two driver is going to start thinking, is number one going to be getting the attention? So now Liam's going to be thinking, is Arvid going to be getting the attention? The good engines, the aero packages, this, that.
Based off of one race, though, you think?
I don't know, but that's what
I
don't
know some
what-
people predicted him to take over Max when Max leaves.
Yeah, but I don't
already.
know what racing bulls is like. I don't know how fair they are. But some teams are brutal.
Yeah, well,
I do think, though, if you think about Arvid's race, he didn't really put a foot wrong. There's not a lot you can go,
No.
you can say.
well,
You think
quality
any-
and that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually any rookie in the first race, there's something like they need to learn from, but that it will come off and it's just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, we need to talk about radio messages because
Yeah, I love
you
the
know
radio
what?
message.
I'm teeing this up because I know what Seb is going to say. Seb, I've got one that I'm going to talk about, but I want to see if you guys, read my mind.
I know who you're going to talk about. Am I reading your mind here?
You're reading my mind, but you
Yeah,
go with
it's
your one.
Georgie's radio message.
All right, let's get that out of the way. You snitch. Stop snitching. Like, you have the fastest car by far, and then you've been walking around cocky the whole time, smug, and then you're going to be, like, snitching on Charles for defending.
Yeah,
like,
but he's got to
come
do
on
that,
now.
though, man. No, but
We
think
spoke about this before. You can't do
Nah,
that.
he's got to do that.
No, I'm sorry.
Nah, George,
Anyone
man.
would. Anyone
George,
would.
I'm with you.
You a snitch.
100%.
What you would say,
Man.
Dre's in front of me and he defended.
Brother,
And we spoke about this
I would
before.
be throwing bananas out the cockpit.
Like
See, I'm
Mario Kart.
serious.
This
I would
really
be
is
doing
Mario Kart.
everything it takes to get...
Unbelievable.
Nah,
no.
George, brother, I'm with you on that.
No, all right. What do you think? This snitching is valid or not?
I feel like it's very George energy. What?
Nah,
he
stop.
did.
I don't know what you're dancing for. What do you like?
You told me to be diplomatic. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
As long
I've already.
as long as
Listen,
George,
I
no.
need somebody. I need somebody that.
Nah. As long as George doesn't complain about Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
Sam doesn't care.
Oh yeah. No. If it was Hamilton, then she would be like.
No,
Yeah.
I just think it's like snitches get stitches.
Ooh. You think him?
So-
You think Charles would wait for him? But they were arguing. It seemed like they were having like a
Back and
very,
forth. Yeah.
like heated conversation.
Yeah.
Because like he was just like, "Why are you snitching him? Why are you snitching me,
But
bro?"
they all do that. I think
Yeah.
you have a personal thing.
No,
Vendetta.
that's not true. Not
Do
true.
you know what my mum always
Lies.
used to say to me?
Lies.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, they all snitch. They might just be like, he was
Yeah.
moving under braking. But because George, like, embellishes it and, like, adds the whininess in between, then it seems...
No, he does it. Listen.
They
If
all
you
do
have the
it.
fastest car by far, and you have the fastest car, see, even the dogs enjoy it.
You know what? I think it's like
Boy.
The dogs agrees with me.
Yeah,
it was
like-
very teacher's pet for the FIA. Well, we just had a meeting about that.
But he
That's
is-
what I'm saying.
he is
You
the
can't do that.
representative. He is the driver's representative.
Yeah.
Well, then you
Him and
can't be
Carlos
both. Vote him out. That's it. You can't represent us and you're snitching on us too. He's not HOA. You know,
I'm gonna
people
put this
complain
one to
about
this.
how much your lawn has grown.
Yeah, nah, I'm putting this one to bed. George had to do it. He had to do it.
Yeah, I do.
And
agree.
especially with another team, who cares? You know what I thought was kind of like a bit controversial as well was the brake checking, the Racing Bulls brake
Yeah,
checking.
yeah,
Max.
yeah.
That was crazy. Because you know what pissed Max off? Let's be real. He's a
Yeah,
big brother.
You do.
No, but he's
It's
a
fun.
big brother though, right? Like he's a guy that you want his help, especially as a Racing Bulls driver. Because I think Max has got a bit of pull in that team.
A bit.
A
He's
bit.
got- yeah.
He is the team.
So you want to be? I'm like, how explicit is this podcast going to be? Because I'd be noshing Max off.
Oh.
I would be. I'd be. I would be. Is this allowed? Can we get the production?
Right.
Straight to hot take.
Yeah, okay. Jesus.
What about Hamilton though? Because obviously during the race he was saying you should have brought us at least one of us in.
Yeah.
And then like straight after the race he was like the team did a great job. I feel like Leclerc is very good at always saying the right thing for the team, and Lewis lets emotion.
Does he? Leclerc is like the chief complainer.
You're saying that about everyone. They're gonna complain. Like,
That's
they have
fine.
to.
But you know what? I don't mind. Listen, in that situation that they're in now,
Yeah.
sorry, at that time, I think that Lewis was completely in his rights to be like, should we be pitting like everyone else?
Yeah.
And he
Well,
was
it
he
did
was
have
right.
an
They
effect.
they would have had a chance at winning if they pitted when everyone else did.
I think Lewis got his knuckles wrapped though, because he said it after the race. He's been told when he jumped in the car, do not talk smack about the team.
Do you think
Yeah.
so?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
That is like number
Yeah.
one
You
rule.
can't tell Lewis nothing.
Yeah, Ferrari.
You can't tell him
especially.
what you're right,
Yeah.
but I think he would
Lewis
have
will look at you
knuckles
like-
wrapped.
It was,
Yeah.
First of all, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
no, it was heavily PR when he was
Yeah.
in front of the cameras.
No, I
Also, he's got a new race engineer, so maybe he's like, oh, I shouldn't. Like,
He hasn't
don't
arrived
I need to
technically
give
yet.
him a bit of a chance. But that wasn't Adami on the radio.
No,
was
no,
it?
no,
So-
no. They
So
moved
exactly,
him away.
he's like stepped back. So maybe he's like, I need to give someone else a chance.
No,
I can't
look,
just go
listen.
in like angry.
He is definitely just happy to be near the front because what he had to put up with last year,
Yeah.
that was depressing for everyone to see.
R.I.P..
So therefore, I think he's just happy to be competitive again. So there was that, and he did make that comment saying, "Look, the only people moaning about the engines are the people right at the back." So because he knows what it's like because he spent all the last season there.
Yeah.
So
I do,
Not-
I
not a
do
dig.
have, though, one other topic I want to talk about, though. You know, like we have the number ones and twos.
Yeah.
I think Mercedes have that nailed for this season, so they will work as a one.
were you calling it already?
No, no,
I would-
no.
I would honestly
Driver
call it.
one, driver two.
I think
Like,
that's,
Okay.
it's obvious.
splitting
to
up the
them.
team.
I'll let you cook.
But I
Go
don't
on.
think, see, like McLaren.
Sam's cooking.
Yeah, I want to see where she's going
McLaren-
with this.
Well, so,
I'm just excited.
McLaren is more of an even keel between the drivers. They
Yeah.
don't have a 1 or 2. Red Bull have a 1 and 2. Ferrari, that's a tough call.
We think
Leclerc
they're
will
the
he's
same-
number 1, and so will Hamilton.
Yeah.
So
I
when it
think
comes to team strategy, I think that's where there's an issue, is that you don't have a direct 1 or a 2.
this is like a Vettel Weber situation, Hamilton Bottas situation.
Yeah, but people complain about that. There not being a clear number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And the 2 occasions that's happened is that they've won both the drivers and the constructors championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worked.
So it's worked. I mean, people just don't like.
Yeah.
You don't like to get team orders.
No.
So therefore, you want 2 competitive drivers.
But if Mercedes are up top, they're going to use Kimi to defend and let George go for it.
No.
They won't
Don't
let
count
Kimi
out
go for
Kimi
it.
yet. Like Kimi could challenge.
He's
He
I
just messed
think
up
he's a
his
killer.
qualification.
He's a killer.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
only hope we have.
Yeah. I still think Kimi is going to outdo George. I still think it. There's going to be occasions where Kimi is, and this is it's good. There's going to be drama. There's going to be drama because Kimi's a hungry little boy.
Listen, if
Right,
George gets it, it's another UK driver.
It's what?
Another UK driver. We had 5 in
Aye,
the
listen.
top
I want
8.
George to win it.
on
Don't get me
Sunday.
wrong. I
You
want
do?
a UK driver to win it. I want a UK
Yeah,
driver.
but
to win it.
okay, but not George to win it, a UK driver.
No, I
we
don't
have
mind
like 4
George.
others to choose from.
Why not
like
George?
George,
Why not
man.
George to win it? Why wouldn't you want that?
There are other drivers that I would prefer to win it.
Why?
I just want to see Lewis happy again.
I actually, yeah, Lou, you'd agree with that. I would like to see Lewis happy again.
This is your-
Yeah.
Right, all right, okay. Hot
Let's-
take alert. I'm just going to put that out there now.
Okay.
If Kimi puts George in the same position as Lando and Oscar last season,
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see the nice side of George.
No.
No.
I don't think George is going to
Oh,
handle
wow.
it. He's not going to, like, I feel, salute to Oscar and Lando. They handled it with class. There was no beef. There's no bust ups.
Yeah,
there's
nah.
no nothing.
Only because Oscar's so laid back, he's horizontal. Only
Nah,
because you
but I
can't
think
read
Kimi's
his
That's
good
mind.
management.
Would be like that
Good
too,
management.
though.
No, but Kimi makes me want to hug him.
Yeah, I know, but I feel
know what
like
I mean?
Kimi wouldn't want to say anything. That's why I'm like worried. George
That's
is
why
gonna
I'm
take over.
thinking. But Kimi's going to accidentally be better than George, right?
Accidentally.
accidentally, yeah.
This is why we were talking about Drive to Survive, and I said that George was coming off as condescending to Kimi, the big brother
Yes.
approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
he's
can't
gonna
say
get
what
in
I'm
his
going to
head
say
like
because I've run out of my
You'll get
George
cancelled,
my
you'll get
George
cancelled.
my George quota. I'm just saying, please stop acting so much.
Do you think George calls Kimi at night just to like kind of like?
It's like, listen,
yeah,
this,
listen.
can I just remind you how it works? Yeah,
I reckon.
gonna need you to pull back a bit.
What do you
It's
think?
my year now.
Yeah, you're just fresh.
Oh man,
mate.
Like, sorry, Mercedes, please don't ban me from all hospitality.
No, we love
I
Mercedes.
promise
love
you, it'll be funny when we get to speak to George.
Yeah.
So
I
we love
will.
Toto.
I think
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah.
Team George though.
I'm scared
I
of
feel like the
Toto.
only
He's
one that-
massive.
Oh yeah,
He's a massive
big
guy.
German. Yeah, and he's tall.
Right, I'm gonna. Yeah, go on.
Oh Christ!
Yeah.
Yes. You bring it up.
No one else. That just didn't land.
Right
did
over
it?
his head.
What did I do? What did he do? What did he say?
You were like Toto's. Wait, no. You,
I said
you,
Toto's massive.
You said Toto's massive.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and he's tall as well.
You walked into it. I love it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Right, go on, Sam. You're gonna have to bring it up.
We need to talk about the fashion.
Sweating.
We need to talk
Yeah.
about what's been dropped this week.
Yeah.
Who was at the track? Who we think was best dressed at the track? I know who I think.
Are we talking about just drivers at the moment, or are we
I think
talking
I
about
don't think
because
there was
there's
enough- there was
you and
enough
I are
people.
unison with one.
Yeah, there is. We've got a crush.
Let's leave that one to the end because sorry, if we're talking about we're formatting a leaderboard. Formatting is that a word?
A
Yeah.
podium.
A podium
As-
We've not
as
thought
you
about
like.
this hard
for
yet, though.
fashion hierarchy.
We've got to do something.
So we'll leave that one to last because that's clear number one this week.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Who?
So we'll
leave
just-
it. We've
I
not-
know
we'll
I'm going
leave
to
it,
disagree
we'll
on
leave
it.
it. We're talking about
You know it.
we're talking about drivers now.
Okay, yeah.
Drivers, and I shouldn't have worn this top today because I'm just setting myself up to being called a fanboy. However, Lando.
Hang
with
on. Just the top. Look at his
I
hat.
know exactly. I'm going to
He's got
rework
the
my
whole
outfit.
outfit
Turn
on.
the hat around.
Other teams are available.
Turn the hat around. Do it.
No, I just wore it because it was sent to me. So Lando with the black jeans, black. I think what is it like black t-shirt
I'm
with
gonna get a
a
picture
black
Black
leather
leather,
jacket.
yeah.
Come
gotta
on
get a
now
picture up
with
on
the
the-
black trainers as well. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll put him forward first of all.
Did he post about it?
Good.
Yeah, of course he did.
Did he post about his outfit?
Yeah, it's on the McLaren.
This is where it's going to be difficult because week in, week out, there's one clear winner.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's whether you love it or you hate it.
yes.
But this week, Lewis's jacket was
You didn't.
Freedom belongs to us all. Perfection.
unbelievable.
Perfection.
But, however,
Even he got crushed.
Arvid came through.
He did.
I was going to say Arvid. I want to get pictures up right now. I can't. Where's it? Where's
Harvard with the Hugo outfit.
guys?
Go
Nobody's
on
posted
the-
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the F1
Go on the
page,
F1 one.
there's
It's on the
like they're
F1 page.
arriving.
Right.
For
Come here,
quali.
child. You're on McLaren.
I thought it was meant to
Do you want
be
to find
on
the McLaren one?
No.
You want to find it?
I thought we'd
I wanna
worked
see
on your
Norris.
algorithm now.
I know.
you did. Yeah.
Whoa, what's this?
Yeah. Oh, that-
You know what? This is so brave to be on your phone.
I know. Well, you're not in the don't go in this Discover. Jeez.
cool.
Yeah.
But that's not. That's. I mean, it's cool.
Come on now.
It's cool.
Look
no,
at that.
It is.
Look at that outfit.
Yeah,
come
but
on.
man, come on.
Come on now.
So actually turn the lights
through
off.
that. Go through that.
I do have to say, I think he looks good, but I think he looks good because we're normally just used to him being quite basic.
Who?
Like, he normally is in
That
like a
jacket.
team shirt and
Hey.
some jeans or some trousers.
That's sick.
That's the
fire.
jacket. Freedom belongs to us all. Look on the back of it.
Yeah, I like it. Ah, the old Lacoste for Casley. Like that.
Pierre pulled it out of the bag.
How can you say Norris's best dress?
His outfit.
It does look
You are
thrown
not-
No,
together.
his outfit was clean. I'm sorry. I would rock that
You're
easy.
not beating the fanboy allegations. You're really not.
That's fine. This I'll be my
Arvid's
bro's
looking
fanboy
sick.
this week.
Arvid's looking sick.
So all right, okay. So for this week, we're
Yeah.
gonna do podium,
Yes.
right? Okay. So I put forward Lando. You've put forward.
Lewis Hamilton.
You've put
I
forward.
changed my mind.
I can't because
Has to be Hamilton, man.
yeah, it's Hamilton with that jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Arvid is like
Arvid's
Arvid.
cool, but
Arvid's
he's
sick.
very
So
similar
where we
to
put we
Norris.
put in?
Lewis.
Yeah.
Arvid.
Yeah.
Bit bias here.
If you really want Lando to be 3, we can put him.
It has to be. It has to be Lando free. It's got to be Lando free. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to
I
be.
think Pierre looked quite good.
He
He
did.
look good actually.
And Ollie looked quite chic too.
No, but yeah, we
Fanboy wants Lando.
yeah. Let me
first, so,
let me just end this
This
bit now
this
quick.
week.
Just while order's restored with Lando beard because that outfit was sick. If you would wear that,
Well, I would wear that. Yeah.
Exactly,
But
see?
I'm
you'd
very.
wear it with a brogue.
Yeah. See, I'd have the old brogues on,
Yeah,
boy.
his trainers did kill it. a
Got the
bit.
old
They did
brogues
ruin-
on.
ruin
just
a
for
bit.
time's sake, Sam, let's put forward our champion out of all celebs, influencers that we've seen. Who caught? Because Sam and I are unison when it comes to this. Who
She's
is
forgotten
the?
her name.
Sam quickly looks for
Ella?
the person's name.
Ella.
Ella something.
Right. Okay.
Christo.
So Sam, who is the person who rocked the best outfit as a fan, influencer, or celebrity?
Ella Cristo.
Ella Cristo.
Australian model.
First name on the old board.
She wore that Audi tracksuit, whatever it
Shell
is, like shell
top
jacket.
top.
Sales of that jacket have gone up immediately.
Really?
No, I'm just saying.
Ah,
They will
damn.
do.
Thought you were coming at us with facts.
Listen, I was looking for it myself, but you know,
Yeah.
if I wore it like that, I'd look like Winnie the Pooh.
Why did the boo? You're right.
Oh, kinda.
Right. What's our predictions in next week? Because that race is done, dusted.
Okay.
Next week it is. What are we thinking?
I'm gonna let ladies first.
I mean, I don't want to go boring, but I do think Mercedes are a rocket ship.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
you've
like
got
a
no faith
do.
in your team.
I do. I just think, like, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
It's a rocket ship.
Right.
However,
That's what I was like. That's why I was
Yeah.
waiting. I was just like,
always a however.
yeah.
Ferrari will have learned from last week.
And
Realise that they need to react.
come off this
quicker.
fence.
I'm not on a fence. I'm
You
not on
are.
a
Nah,
fence.
you're dancing. You got to nail your
I still want a
colours to the mast.
I still want a Ferrari. I think.
So do you think they're going to win?
I
Or
don't think it'll be Mercedes 1-2 next week.
You don't think?
Nope.
I think.
I think I think he can make mistakes. That's
Did
my
you
thing.
see Toto's reaction? He knows.
He was so smart.
He,
so
the
happy.
man knows.
meme.
He knows more
Yeah.
than we know.
Yeah,
And he knows. He just turns around
that is a
Yeah.
and then
content
back.
man.
Yeah. I thought, yeah, I was like,
yourself?
yeah.
I am not a fence sitter. I am a true tifosi.
There we go.
Oh,
And
damn.
look, we know Lewis likes it in Shanghai. He won in the sprint. So I'm going to back Lewis all the way here.
So do you think he's going to get sprint again? Because that's our first sprint of the season.
I know that's exciting. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I'm just going to throw out there a Ferrari one too.
What?
Just gonna throw it. You know,
You
because
cling
all.
on to
I know
that
for a
dream.
fact you're all gonna.
cling on to that.
Yeah, I have hopium.
Hopium.
I do because
Okay.
they need it. We all need it.
Yeah.
I have drunk from the Ferrari Kool-Aid. Now,
You're saying Ferrari too?
I'm not even saying that they're going to win just a sprint.
Yeah.
1-2. I think they're going to win the actual Grand Prix.
Were you drinking
1-2.
the Mercedes Kool-Aid
The
though,
actual
when Lewis was there?
No. The thing is that I'm just judging this from the one result that he had last year on a dud car. Yeah, I think we can all agree that the Ferrari car was dud last year. If you could win the Chinese Grand Prix with that car, imagine what you could do with this one.
Yeah.
I think that there's going to be a shock, and it's going to be everyone's predicting that George is going to run away with it. There will be, because I think that him having to battle Charles Leclerc is a night and days different than you having to deal with Lewis, because Lewis will make him make mistakes.
Yeah.
And Lewis will get in his head. Surprise though, at Audi's.
Audi, they done way better. Well, I predicted Audi to do well.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Because Alec McNish is behind that, and I think he's the bollocks. He is. He's the man. Alec McNish is the man. He will not let Audi fail.
But then what about Adrian Newey? We saw him making his little notes in his pad
Yeah,
on the grid.
he's gonna cook. I mean, look, they were predicted to do worse than they did, though.
Yeah,
Aston.
Alonso nearly made it through to Q2.
Yeah, I know.
In what I like to call the hand blender.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, God.
At one point, they were pulling out the whole Grand Prix.
I mean, my favourite thing was him. The race was on, the race was off, the race was on.
You
Oh,
know
he
what I-
came back in like 12 laps late. It was great.
You know what I think Aston are doing here? I think they're making next season's Drive to Survive
Oh, juicy.
interesting.
It's just a production value.
They're
That's all.
focusing on next season now,
They're-
and
they're
they said that last
focused on
season
next
as well.
They're
Listen.
focusing on the Drive to Survive aspect. Of
We
it.
on
Good
social
promo.
media.
Good
Yeah, that's
promo.
what I'm saying.
Social
yeah.
media I think it was last week, Seb and I and yourself, we said who we're going to rank as bottom team.
Oh, yeah.
And I promised the people.
I don't want to do that.
You, the people, I promised
I don't
that I would say. No, I'm disappointed with Aston Martin. Like, you failed to put out a car when you had Cadillac, at least put out a car for a few laps. All right, the car, if not both, both cars didn't finish, but at least
Yeah.
they did that. Audi with Bortoletto. Come on now, he needs a shine. Like, I know that we've been giving Arvid Lindblad, like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
him,
Bortoletto.
Calapinto as well from Alpine as well. Like, salute for that move as well. So,
Oh, my
just
days.
giving salutes
Yeah.
to people.
Even George congratulated Franco on that.
No, stop bringing George into things
Yeah, but he
on
did.
purpose. You're trying to rile me
Poking the
up.
bear.
You must
Yeah, I know. I know
No,
what's
we
happening
like
there.
George. We like George, and he's a contender. I'm not going to say he's
Yeah.
a champion. He's a contender, and we got to respect that, and we will respect that.
We will
and
respect it.
You are not going to not respect it.
What I want to happen and what is actually going to happen is two different things. So, okay, so right, just to be clear, so you're going with Mercedes to win the race in China, or what's your prediction again? Just to be clear, because I wasn't clear with where you could use
No
Right,
fence
okay.
sitting.
you was dancing.
I want it to be Hamilton. But
Yeah.
I think it'll be Leclerc first,
Yeah,
and then George.
this is for the
That's a
actual
bit
Grand Prix.
hopium because
So for the Grand Prix,
no, I'm just gonna go in my head. It's gonna be George and then Leclerc.
okay, for the Grand Prix,
Yeah.
yeah, a third.
Hamilton. I think
Okay.
Kimi will make a mistake.
Who are you going for?
Technically, I don't know. But remember how long the straight is in Shanghai.
Yep.
Now they have issues already at Melbourne with the battery not keeping
Yeah.
up with the speed of the car.
Yeah.
George had to shift down a gear along the straight in Melbourne. What's he going to have to do in Shanghai?
No, I mean, yeah, but everyone's in the
think-
same.
But I don't know how the Mercedes performed so strong in Australia. That shocked me. I don't know, especially with the battery issues that they're all having. But all the teams are learning, and Mercedes have learned, Ferrari have learned. I think this is unpredictable. Genuinely, I think this is one season for a long time that this is genuinely unpredictable for the next race. I don't think that you can predict it. I think Mercedes are one step ahead going into the race.
So
But I don't
why
know-
just go through who do you want then, rather than
Who'd I want?
Yeah.
Harvard, man. I love
Right.
it, kid.
He
Max
could
does
surprise
it
us
all.
all.
Yeah, he could.
But Dre, what about you? Because, you know, we know that you are a particular side
Yes.
when it comes to this. However, how long will that start on fire? And what are your predictions?
All right. My prediction is going to be Lewis and Charles, 1 and 2. I'm torn between 3 because third place because I think that Oscar's got a point to prove, and in testing that he was quite fast. He was keeping up with all of them. Lando needs time to figure out this car because I wasn't really convinced.
You know, I think it's crazy
if
that
I'm
after
just
last
being honest.
season, like you're now saying that Oscar's keeping up with all of them, so he's doing well.
Yeah.
We should be saying everyone's keeping up with Oscar.
No, but
That's a
but the
shame.
thing is that they've given, you know, McLaren the engine without the instructions.
Yeah,
So therefore
mad.
they're figuring it out. Like, let you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
IKEA
yeah.
and then I give you the box and you have to just figure it
build
out.
it
This
myself.
is exactly what's happened here,
I
and it's
feel
an
like-
injustice.
that doesn't mean Oscar has a point to prove. I feel like McLaren do.
Yeah.
'Cause, like
Yeah, but-
Lando was kind of nowhere as well. Like he was further
was
down than we
there.
expected, and
I-
it wasn't driver error.
But I'm judging this just solely by testing because that's all I have.
Yeah.
And I have half a warm-up lap. So with Oscar, but Oscar was fast
He was fast.
in
Yeah.
in testing both.
You know,
So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3. Okay, Liv, finally, your prediction.
I'm staying true to Tifosi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Ferrari 1, 2, 3. Difficult. It's gonna be George or Kimi probably, but I'd like to put Kimi there because I'm just gonna have Hopi in this whole race. That's it. Look,
This is feeling.
she
No,
said
I feel
opium,
like
not
I-
opium. All right? Let's just get that straight.
hope with a H. I just want to be positive. Why not? Why not?
Okay, who quickly is going to be the surprise of this week? Because of last week it was Arvid. Who do you predict to be the surprise for this week? You're going to go again with Arvid. You're going to go with Bortoletto. You're going to go
I'm
with.
going to go Isaac.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
was.
think
Yeah.
he was,
hard done
he
by.
was having such a good race, and
So
I think
good.
obviously just the car let him down. So
I like that.
good one.
Seb.
Yeah, I think Arvid and Isaac's going to be a surprise. Honestly, I think George is going to win again, just because he's one step ahead already.
So he's going to, but Arvid's
They've
going to
already
be the
got a quick
surprise
car,
again.
and they're learning off the back of a quick car.
Okay.
I think it might change halfway through the season.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a shift halfway through, kind of like what we saw last season with the Red Bulls, and then the McLarens came through. I think that's going to happen again as teams get to know the cars. I think there could be a regulation change 3 races in. That's going to change everything. We don't know.
Well, you took
Okay,
us
so
on a
we'll
tour
just-
around the whole.
Yeah.
That's basically it wrapped up.
Can we
Fucking-
get?
I'm the
Let's go to
summary.
race 2.
Yeah.
Just talk about this weekend.
I can't talk about it. I'm sweating thinking about it.
I know.
I'm not gonna.
Fair.
Right, okay. My prediction for hot take. My prediction for the surprise again is not going to be a surprise because it's going to be Arvid again. So I just saw something in him that I haven't seen in a drive in a long time. So he reminds me of young Max when Max
Yeah,
first came into
hungry.
the
Yeah.
So
But
he
he's
just
so
seems like
humble.
no fear whatsoever.
No fear, humble
And
kid.
so much more swag.
And he's got his grandmother helping him.
That was so cute.
He's
that
got his grandmother
video.
helping
got his
him. That's his
grandmother, yeah.
superpower that. No,
Right, Liv, yours.
I'm going to mention a name we haven't really spoken about, which is Max Verstappen. Went from P20 to P6. We didn't even talk about that. Obviously,
That's
it's
true.
not really
I feel like
a
it's just
surprise
him
because
though,
it's
isn't
Max.
it?
Yeah.
I know.
It's just like, oh, of course he is. Well
yeah,
done.
but the Red Bull wasn't really anywhere. So for him to do that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's going to start making his way up
Max
into
is the glue to that team. I'm telling you, he's held the Red Bulls together for years now.
he carries that
I'm
team.
serious.
So
All right. Okay. Well, thank you for listening, watching us chat about your beloved F1, our beloved F1. Please make sure that you watch us on all good platforms and make sure you give us a comment.
Where's the
Let us know.
subscribe button on this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
I'm
don't
going to
even know
say
what
it.
is.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Please,
somewhere
I've
here.
never got to say this before. Like and subscribe.
Come on,
I'm a
he
proper.
is so unhappy about that.
I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
We will catch you guys next week. Peace.